Everyone, can we please settle down? It is 7 o'clock and the meeting is called to order. Can
Friends, requesting everybody to please occupy their seats. May I request President to please call the meeting to order.
the meeting is called to order? Let's rise for the national anthem. Thank you. Can we now play the Alpha anthem, please?
हर अच्छे काम की शुरुआत होती है जहां से, रोटरी का नाम रोशन होता है जहां से, रोटरी इंटरनेशनल में रहते हैं जो, रोटरी फाउंडेशन में सबसे आगे, रोटरी की दुनिया में जाने जाते हैं हम डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3141 के नाम से।
District 3141 Rotary. District 3141 District 3141 Rotary. District 3141
हर एक दर्द मिटाएगा ये, हर जख्मी दिल पर प्यार का मलहम लगाएगा ये, सबके चेहरे पर मुस्कान लाएगा ये, हर हाल में जीना सिखलाएगा ये, ना उम्मीदों को उम्मीद की किरण दिखलाएगा ये, गीत खुशी के सबके लबों पर लाए ये, District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये, District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये, रोटरी के फायदे सबको समझाएगा ये, रोटरी के अंदाज से जीना सिखलाएगा ये, भाईचारे और दोस्ती का सबक सिखाएगा ये, रोटरियंस में नया जोश जगाएगा ये, दीप खुशियों की घर घर में जलाएगा ये, दीप खुशियों की खुशियों घर घर में जलाएगा ये District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये
District 3141
Rotary
District 3141 District 3141
Rotary
का सारे अल्फा है ये
हर क्षेत्र में अपनी सोच का दायरा बढ़ाएगा ये उम्मीद से बढ़कर सफलता हासिल करेगा ये नामुमकिन को भी मुमकिन करेगा ये सारे जहां में रोटरी का परचम फहराएगा ये District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये District 3141 का सारे अल्फा है ये
District 3141
Rotary
District 3141 District 3141
Rotary
का सारे अल्फा है ये District 3141
Rotary
District 3141
That was catchy and inspirational. Thank you. Can I request Manish to now welcome those gathered?
Good evening, friends. On behalf of Alpha President Premraj and First Lady Ranjini, I welcome Alpha District Governor and today's Chief Guest Sandip Agarwalla, District First Lady Malini ji,
PPT hai na?
members of College of Governors, PDG Lata Subraidu, PDG Praful Sharma and Vidyotama, PDG Shashi Kumar Sharma, DGN Chetan Desai and Jwala, Innerville District ISO Mona Gyani. Friends, I have to go to home also in the evening after this function is over. And friends, just now we are joined by TRF Trustee, PAS RI Director, Dr. Bharat Pandya and Dr. Madhvi Pandya. Friends, we also welcome Alpha Chief Coordinator Rajendran Unnikrishnan ji, Alpha Principal Aide Virendra Vij, our club's District Secretary, Alpha District Secretary Nimil, due to heavy rain, could not join us. Maybe he will join later on. Alpha Assistant Trainer for our club, Milind Patil, all the way from Palghar. Welcome, Milind. Alpha Assistant Governor for our club, Sanjay Burde. And AG from our club for Alpha Year, Ashish Tapiawala. Chief District Sergeant at Arms, Vinod Bhai Thakkar. Avenue Chair, Ashmi Parekh. Avenue Chair, Rakhi Sunil. Alpha Presidents, I can see Pankaj Jaiswal from Western Elite and Rakesh Shah from Kandivali West. Rotractors in the audience, Innerville members, mother of First Lady Ranjini and other guests, prospective members. I could see, a lot of prospective members are there. Welcome to this installation meeting. Fellow Rotarians and guests, friends, I welcome you all to this 34th installation ceremony of Rotary Club of Borivali. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Manish. Now let's have the report of the preceding year. Yashwant, would you like to come up? Yes. Thank you.
District Governor Sandip Agarwalla, all the district dignitaries, RI dignitaries, past presidents of my club, Rotarian friends, ladies and gentlemen. Report is here.
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे स्वाद रखना अच्छा चल चिट्ठी तारों में भी मेरा तू सलाम रखना अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया मेरा उजला सितारा तेरे नाम किया चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया महफिल में तेरी हम न रहे जो गम तो नहीं है किससे हमारे नजदीकियों के कम तो नहीं है कितनी दफा सुबह को मेरी तेरे आंगन में बैठे मैंने शाम किया चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया रुख से अपना रास्ता मोड़ के चला चंदन हो अपनी खुशबू छोड़ के चला मन की माया रख के तकिए
Thank you, friends. It was a great year. One project, that is the education center in Borivali East. The two other projects that I really will remember is the connect with the farmers. And the second one is the children's library for the underprivileged. These are things, lot of things there, but few of them will be remembered for a long time. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you all of you, to the district, to the team, everybody. I appreciate. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Circumstances. Thank you very much. Now can we have the introduction of the Alpha President, please, the AV.
He spent 37 years in banking in both public and private sector.
as branch manager of an HDFC Bank branch, he introduced an innovative process which saw less crowding in branches, better staff productivity, and customer delight. This process became the standard operating practice in the bank and later on in the banking sector. His legacy to Indian banking.
Premraj has been the CEO of
A group company of HDFC Bank, a BPO, with a headcount in excess of 21,000. He is passionate about sports. He was a captain of the HDFC Bank cricket team when they were among the most feared opponents in corporate cricket. Premraj is the co-author of 5 books, all of which scaled the Amazon bestseller list.
one of which won him a national award. Views expressed by Premraj
Has been published in Economic Times, Business Standard, Financial Express, Indian Express, and other periodicals. He has also been an integral part of the Rotary Governors Newsletter, the GML, for the last several years. He has hosted over 80 talk shows on different platforms, interacting with diverse individuals from around the world. He has been featured on podcasts. In the Rotary International Presidential Conference Hyderabad 2022, he was invited to interview top dignitaries from around the globe. Some of those interviewed were the then RI President Shekhar Mehta was also interviewed. The incisive, candid, freewheeling 18+ minutes chat with the RI President is available on YouTube. Premraj is based in Mumbai and lives with his wife Ranjini, son Nikhil, mother-in-law Sati, and pet cat-in-law Fifi. Everyone, please welcome K.V. Premraj.
So, friends, we now move on to the change of guards, right, Premraj?
Yeah.
So may I request IPP to join us on the stage. May I request Alpha DG, Sandip, to please do the honors. Premraj, you are really lucky that we today have TRF trustee also amongst us, and may I request Chief Coordinator Rajendran Unnikrishnan and Alpha AG Sanjay Burde also to please join us on the stage while the change of guard is happening. So first the exchange of pins. Followed by exchange of collar.
Taking the photo, nice.
Followed by handing over of charter.
Thank you.
Followed by handing over of gang and gaul. And lastly, handing over of mission statement of our Rotary Club of Borivali. Friends, very few clubs in district have such mission statements. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to President for his acceptance speech.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you all remember we had an accidental Prime Minister? Have you all ever met an accidental Rotarian? If you haven't, you have just met one.
There was this one time in the year 2000 when I was a branch manager of HDFC Bank branch, Nariman Point branch. One day, a customer came screaming, "What the hell have you done to my account? There has been some error and that's costing us lakhs." I tried to pacify the customer, but somehow or other, it was not happening. While I was trying to raking my mind as to what to do, I flipped his business card. And on the reverse was Mr. Agarwalla, President, Rotary Club of Nariman Point. Then we started talking about Rotary, and I could feel the temperature coming down. Sometime later, he went away, taking my business card. I thought story over, but I was wrong. Half an hour later, I receive a call. "Mr. Agarwal gave me your number. I am advocate." My heart skipped a beat. आधा घंटे में advocate के पास? Till he continued, "I am advocate Bharat Joshi, president of the Rotary Club of Borivali. We are holding a meeting on Thursday at the Brass Anchor. Please do come." I went there with my wife, got pinned, and I became a Rotarian. My journey from Mr. Agarwal to Mr. Agarwalla. It is with humility, utmost humility and honor that I accept this post as a president of the Rotary Club of Borivali. Thank you for the faith and trust reposed in me. And as I look back, the Rotary Club of Borivali was chartered in June 1989. And when I look back at 34 years of this club, I can feel the weight of history, because this is the club that has given us a TRF trustee, an RI director, 3 district governors, including Chetan, who will be taking over in a couple of years, and at least 2 more governors in waiting, and innumerable district officers. So our team can feel that weight of history as we try to perpetuate that legacy to imagine a better tomorrow. For the last many years, our team has been curating plans, and I would like to acknowledge some of the people who have helped us. Past District Governor Praful Sharma has always been helpful and is just a call away. Vinay Vyas, with a strategic planning and bend of mind, has given us important tips as to how to go forward. Then we have our trainers, Mona Gyani and Rajul Patak, putting in their bit so that we do better. And towering among them all has been Manish Gyani, with his incisive knowledge about Rotary, has really helped us. He actually is the conscience keeper of the group. I feel indebted to all of you all. Thank you, gentlemen. Talking about plans for the future. On membership, we will deliver 20% growth. Net growth. Of which, for that we need just 25, and then we have many prospective members who are here. Can you please stand up and get recognized? And since you mentioned about net, we have our plans to ensure that we don't have the leaking bucket syndrome. On the TRF front, an initial commitment of $25,000. When we talk about membership, it is membership development also we are interested in, wherein we will ensure that our members are trained in many phases. In the DOP that we had a international trainer who was also a 2 times world beauty contest winner, conduct a session on grooming for influence. In future, we will be having sessions wherein how to introduce oneself, self-introduction, how to introduce a speaker, and how to deliver a potent vote of thanks will be given to our board of directors and other club members. Apart from that, we are also interested in public speaking. It is estimated 73% of the people on earth fear public speaking, and that is said to be the single most important fear among human beings. So for the benefit of our members, and this for all the members, we will be having some sessions on public speaking, and it won't be one session, it will be multiple sessions, and we will ensure that we get international class trainers to do that, or we will find in-house trainers who will do it. During the course of the year, we have lined up some international speakers, some global speakers, and many TEDx speakers who will be gracing our stage. And for that meeting, we will be calling other club members also. Today, we have in the audience Mr. Harish Mehta, a global speaker, who's been trained under the world's best, Brad Sugar and Les Brown. So these are the type of speakers that we have who will be coming to our club meetings. And we will also be ensuring that our projects are done in tandem with Inner Wheel and Rotaract. Some of our project plans. Medical service will be headed by Mukesh Thakkar. And these are some of the things that we are planning. Free sonography, chemotherapy at subsidized rate, cataract surgeries, mega medical checkup camps, and public seminar on eye donation, etc. And these are some of the landmark medical projects. This is on education service. Education is being spearheaded by the Chandarana couple of Harish and Sonal. They have been doing yeoman service for over the years. President Yashwant mentioned about the center being opened. We will take this forward. And this is on vocational service. This is on community service. Community fridge is something that we have done well, and more fridges will be installed this year. On environment protection, we have Dr. Dharmaji Shinde, who has met the National Park conservator Malika Arjun, and there are some other big things that we're talking about. When you talk about this afforestation of 1,000 trees to be planted, those are not samplings. Those will be full grown-up trees. And to ensure that they don't get eaten up, there will be metal guards placed around that. And this is the public relation. That is one area that we are lacking. People don't know we are aware, we are around, so this is what we plan to do. And for fellowship, for retention, this is what we are going to do. We have every month something or the other. First will be three types of picnics. One, mostly monsoon picnic on the 31st of July, a club picnic at Dani Resort on the 14th and 15th of August, and an international picnic to Vietnam and Cambodia somewhere in October end. Apart from that, we'll be celebrating all these festivals. So we will see that every month we have some program of the other that will help in the fellowship and retention of members. With this, we hope to get rid of the leaking bucket syndrome. And this is the summary of the projects. 200 plus projects. Imagine, we will be imagining how many diseases we can prevent and treat. Imagine to provide clean water, sanitation and hygiene. Imagine to work toward maternal and child care. Imagine to support basic education and literacy. Imagine to help community economic development, and imagine to protect the environment. We are taking care of all the district thrust areas by doing this. So during the course of the year, we will ensure that there is membership development, membership growth and retention. We will ensure that we, for the depressed people, for the downtrodden people, we curate something for them that there will be smiles at the end of the day for them. And for that, we ask you to help us, support us, pray for us as we remember a quip of RRID President Jennifer Jones, who said, "Do not imagine yesterday, imagine tomorrow." Thank you very much.
Requesting President to please introduce the board members.
Board of members. These are the BOD members for the next year, for the coming year, sorry. This year. Immediate past President Yeshwant, President-elect Rashmikant, Vice President Badresh Natwani.
May I request all the members of Board of Directors, whenever
stand
your
up and
name is called,
recognize.
please stand on the stand and get recognized.
Secretary Ajay Jain, Joint Secretary Rizwana, Mayur Joshi, the Treasurer, Dinesh Regi, Sergeant at Arms, Hemant Asha, Public Relation, Dharmaji Shinde, Community Service Non-Medical, Ketal Tapiawala, Rotary Foundation, Harish Davda, Membership Chairman, Harish Chandarana, Club Admin, Rakesh Seth, Vocational Service, Vikram Shah, Community Service Medical, Ashwin Gala, Environmental Service, Aarti Parekh, New Generation Youth, Hital Parekh, Trust Area and Special Projects, Sunil Sora, International Service is not here but is doing international service, he's in Tanzania now. Deepali Wagle, Women's Empowerment, Manish Gyani, the Club Executive Secretary. Then we have Mukesh Thakkar, who will be handling medical and mega projects. Mayank Desai, iBank Chairman. Chetan Joshi, Corporate Social Responsibility. Nikhil Desai, Fundraising Chairman. Jitendra Vora, Fellowship. Bhavesh Vora, Sports. Mahesh Mistry, Loan Scholarship. And Ajit Vaswani, Chairman, Polio Plus. Then we have Sonal Chandarana, Literacy. Bharadwaj, the editor of the Club Bulletin. And Janisha Sampath, who will look after women's sports.
Thank you, President, and all the members of the BOD are requested to gather after the function is over. There will be a photo session, so please be available over here. Premraj, as I told you, you are really very lucky that today you have a sitting TRF trustee amongst us, who is our own club member. And friends, Dr. Bharat Pandya has started his tenure as TRF trustee from 1st of July, and this is the first meeting as a club member which is attending over here. And our members would like to recognize you, sir, so may I request you to please join us on the stage. Madhvi Bhabi, please join us.
And Praful, please.
Yeah.
नमस्कार मित्रों, थैंक यू प्रेसिडेंट प्रेम। मैं स्नेह से प्रेम को, मेरा नाम प्रेम है, केवी प्रेमराज बुलाता हूँ। सबका सत्कार हो चुका है, तो सीधे मुद्दे की बात पर आते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, आई गो बैक टू द हिस्ट्री डाउन द मेमोरी लाइन्स। 1992 आई बिकेम रोटेरियन। द वेरी नेक्स्ट ईयर अ चार्टर मेंबर ऑफ अ क्लब was preparing for the presidency of that particular club. He became president. He became past president. I became president in change of millennium, that is 2000-2001 of Rotary Club of Borivali, and the past president about whom I am discussing, जब हमारा क्लब 2000-2001 में हरीश नेशनल पार्क में प्लास्टिक फ्री की मुहिम चला रहा था, तब वे पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट पूरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में और पूरे हिंदुस्तान में रोटरी की पाठशाला चला रहे थे, रोटरी के बारे में सिखा रहे थे। अलग अलग महकमे में अलग अलग जगहों पर जाकर, पदों पर जाकर रोटरी का ज्ञान बांट रहे थे। 2006-07 में जब मैं असिस्टेंट गवर्नर था, ये सज्जन डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर बने, और क्या बने वे सब लोग जानते हैं, मैं बाद में बताऊंगा उसके बारे में। 2017-18 में जब मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर था, ये सज्जन रोटरी इंटरनेशनल डायरेक्ट इलेक्ट बने। 2020-21 में मैं जब असिस्टेंट रोटरी इमेज पब्लिक कोऑर्डिनेटर था, तब वे द रोटरी फाउंडेशन के ट्रस्टी नियुक्त हुए, चुने गए। और दोस्तों, जिनके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ वो किसी विदेश से नहीं है। ही इज़ नॉट फ्रॉम एनी अदर कॉन्टिनेंट, ही इज़ नॉट फ्रॉम एनी अदर कंट्री, ही इज़ नॉट फ्रॉम एनी अदर जोन, ही इज़ नॉट फ्रॉम एनी अदर क्लब इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3141, बट फ्रॉम आवर ओन क्लब, चार्टर मेंबर, पास्ट RI डायरेक्टर, जोरदार तालियां बजानी चाहिए, डॉक्टर भरत पंड्या। May I request Chetan to please escort Dr. Bharat Pandya. And may I request Vidyotama, Jwala and Ranjini to please escort Dr. Madhvi Pandya. मेरे ख्याल से 3 district leader, please come, Jwala, please just quick photograph. Ranjini, Vidyotama, come. And then मंच आपका भरत.
Can I call Manish on stage, please?
Hello. Friends, just now you saw that 2 of the other district governors, PDGs, and the future DG recognizing our first district governor from our club. But as a TRF trustee, Sandip, you will agree that he will love the most, what he will love the most is contribution to foundation. So friends, in a unique way, Bharat bhai, we are going to recognize you. And may I request Sandip to please join us on the stage? Definitely. Friends, we have 8 Paul Harris Society members. The first one is undoubtedly, it's our Bharat bhai. He was the first Paul Harris Society member from our club. And Bharat bhai, if I'm not wrong, you might have been first amongst in the entire district, Paul Harris Society member. The first Paul Harris Society member of then 3140, friends. We are really very lucky. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for adding to my knowledge. Friends, we have 8 Paul Harris Society members, and I'll call their names, and I'll request them to present a check in presence of DG Sandip Agarwalla to our TRF trustee Bharat bhai. And of course, the second from our club is yours truly. So I'll join you later on. The third is Hitesh Sheda. I think Dr. Hitesh Sheda is yet to join. Fourth is none other than DG and Chetan Desai. Fifth, is my better half and first lady Paul Harris Society member from our club, Mona. Sixth is the second lady president, Ruma Desai. Seventh is senior member, Praveen Bhai Parekh. Praveen Bhai, please join us. Eighth is Jitendra Vora, our captain of our cricket team. He is not there. Friends, Ruma, during Ruma's year, that is year before this dream year, she added 3 new Paul Harris Society members. So that is again kind of a record.
You see?
Bharat bhai, may I request you to, for blessings, please.
President Premraj, Sandip, and Rotary family. Thank you, Premraj, for this singular honor I always feel that the best recognition Sandip one can get is peer recognition here. Recognition from your own club members, from people whom you are close to. If they recognize you, then you really feel worthwhile. Our ancient texts tell us that the miracle of our life is not to fly in the air or walk in water. The true miracle of our life is to walk well on the earth, actually. And that is the opportunity that Rotary gives us to make our earthly walk special through the service that we do, through the lives that we improve, and the communities that we transform through Rotary. Let me compliment outgoing President Yashwant for giving a very good year to Rotary Club of Borivali. Well done, Yashwant. Congratulations to you and your team, friends. And of course, Premraj, will you please come here? I'm sorry, I don't want to steal any thunder from you, Sandip, but I thought that the speech which Premraj made, I was going to congratulate him and compliment him, but I think what he deserves is a very good round of applause for the outstanding acceptance speech which Premraj made. And I wish Premraj, you and your team, to have a great year of success in Rotary leadership and service. And I am just a phone call away, if at all, whenever you need me.
Thank you.
And of course, I know that Governor Sandip is going to provide, and from all reports that I got of the outstanding installation ceremony which was there just on the day before yesterday, just day before yesterday, I know that District 3141 is in for great times in the year 22-23, and Madhvi and I wish Malini and you to have a great year of leadership and service in District 3141 in the year 22-23, friends. I think we must convey our well wishes to Sandip, friends. So I must thank all the past leaders of my club, the two governors, Praful and Chetan, all the past presidents, and very, very importantly, President Premraj, and very, very importantly, all members of my club who held me high and allowed me to fly, at the same time ensuring that my feet were always firmly planted on the ground, friends. That was most important for me, friends. So I know it's not any speech from me, but Premraj, if you want advice from me, and Sandip, it's just a friendly advice from me, that be result-oriented. When Hanumanji was sent to get Sanjeevani, he tried to search for Sanjeevani, couldn't identify the Sanjeevani, so he carried the whole mountain, because he was result-oriented. So be like Hanumanji. Premraj, if you and Sandip, you will be like Hanumanji. I think you will give great year to Rotary Club of Borivali, and Sandip, you can give a great year. You will give a great year to District 3141, friends. So let me end by reminding all of you what the Spanish-American author Carlos Castaneda once said. And he wrote a beautiful article, The Cubic Centimeter, in which he writes, all of us, whether we are warriors or not, have that cubic centimeter of a chance which pops out in front of our eyes from time to time. The difference between a warrior and an average person is this, that the warrior is always prepared, alert, waiting, so that when that chance pops out in front of his or her eyes, he is able to seize it. I think that chance, friends, is in front of our eyes today, to serve the community, to do the best for our community, friends, in this year 22-23. So Premraj, Sandip, and all of us, I'm including myself in that, let us fill ourselves with that zeal and enthusiasm. Let us fill ourselves with that warrior spirits so that we can seize this chance and do our best. All the best. Enjoy Rotary. Enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.
Bharat Bhai, please remain on the stage, please. Friends, whenever we have Bharat Bhai talking about foundation, so dollar ki barish hoti hai. And I'm very happy to share with you that just now one of the members, he has committed to be Polari Society member. May I request Sandip to please join us on the stage. And Ketal, the TRF director also, please be here. Friends, our new Paul Harris Society member, the 9th Paul Harris Society member from Rotary Club of Borivali is none other than Dr. Dharmaji Shinde. May I request Chetna Bhabhi also to join, please. So Dr. Saab, this year you keep a target of becoming major donor. Abhi kuch baki mat rakhna. Thank you.
Doing initial of President Premraj ji. This is my first donation.
So Ashok bhai, why don't you please join on the stage, please? Please, sir. DG, once again requesting you, it's... Wonderful, friends. Friends, Paul Harris Society member is a person who commits $1,000 to Rotary Foundation each year till the time he is a Rotarian, he or she. We have two ladies, Paul Harris Society members, and now Ashok Bhai has become 10th Paul Harris Society member of a Rotary Club of Borivali. So now, DG, you must ask our Premraj to revise the target. Yeah.
I want to take this opportunity, Dr. Bharat Pandya, to share with you. You mentioned his ability to speak, and I am proud to be the coach. 2020, I met this young man, and today you see him. And I must share with all of you, he is going to go where Dr. Bharat Pandya is. And you know why? I know Dr. Bharat Pandya since 1995. And I was already a president of Rotary North End in 91. So proud to see you all. Thank you for inviting me, and bless you all. Thank you.
Can we have the AG, please?
Friends, we have Assistant Governor Sanjay Burde from Rotary Club of Mumbai, Daisar. All yours, sir.
It is a great pleasure and honor to visit my neighboring and a prestigious club of District 3141, where I have many friends, and the club which has given 3 DGs to our district. President Prem, Club Secretary Rizwana, IPP Yashwant, today Chief Guest DG Sandip and Malini, my inspiration in Rotary, past Rotary International Director, TRF Trustee, Dr. Bharat Pandya and Dr. Madhvi Pandya, my star DG, PDG Praful and Vidyotma, probably youngest DG District 3141 will have in year 24-25, DG and Chetan and Jwala, College of Governors, district dignitaries present in August gathering, my friends in the Rotary and club members of Borivali, invited guests, good evening to all. All our dreams can come true if you have a courage to pursue them. Dynamic IPP, Yashwant and his board not only dreamed, but led RC Borivali with the courage under leadership of IPDG Rajendra Agarwalla. In IPP Yashwant's presentation, we have witnessed he has not only carried out club's prestigious ongoing projects, but also executed a lot of innovative projects. Yashwant, wishing you all the best for your future endeavors in Rotary. Congratulations. President Prem started dreaming with Yashwant almost a year back, and he has a great imagination for year 22-23. With stalwarts from Rotary Club Borivali, Prem and his club trainer, Mona, planned DOP in a very unique way. Prem is a good writer, good orator. For year 22-23, he has planned many programs with the good speakers on various topics in order to nurture new Rotarians into great leaders. His Rotary calendar is full of innovative projects, and he is going to focus on all ongoing projects also. Prem, I am proud to be associated with this prestigious club as an AG. I am just a phone call away, wishing you all the best for a presidential year 22-23. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to perform my duty as an AG to introduce DG Sandip. Imagine Rotary is a Rotary International Presidential theme for year 22-23. RI President Jennifer Jones revealed this theme on 20th January 22 and asking Rotary members to dream big and take action. We are lucky to have Alpha DG Sandip, who has a great vision and motivates all of us to think big. He's a tech savvy and believes in a time management. He has introduced the innovative way of introduction through audiovisual. Audiovisual, please.
Hello. Just a minute. Sandip, you are not just Alpha Governor. लगता है जादू गवर्नर है आप. We have one more Paul Harris Society member commitment. May I request Sandip to please come on the stage. Bharat bhai, please. वो लोग क्या थोड़ा slow सोचते हैं. So may I request 11th Paul Harris Society member from Rotary Club of Borivali, Rotarian Rakesh Seth and Rotarian Beena to join us on the stage. May I request Ketal also to please join on the stage. Friends, this couple has been regularly contributing at least $500. And it is really good, Rakesh, that you decided to increase that to $1,000. दोस्तों और किसी की इच्छा होगी तो please, every time it is not good to call DG on the stage. Chetan Joshi. Thank you. Thank you. नहीं, संदीप ऐसा हो रहा है कि आप बैठने के बाद में somebody is, committing. Thank you very much.
Now comes a section which is the rapid fire, where I'm going to ask you some questions, and the only condition is that they have to be answered in one word, one phrase or one sentence. Rotary is?
Compassion, a call to action, and enjoyment.
Your Rotary idol?
My father, Santosh Kumar Agarwalla.
Your biggest learning in Rotary?
The art of motivation and time management.
Your biggest regret in Rotary?
I don't think there are any regrets in Rotary, but if you ask me in my personal life, it's my failure to have learned to play a musical instrument.
One word or phrase that best defines 1st July 22.
One of my most life-defining moments.
And 30th June 23.
Hopefully a job well done.
You want Alpha year to be synonymous with?
With lots of fun, action and service.
Vision, planning, teamwork or execution. What is Sandip Agarwalla's forte?
Necessarily a combination of all these.
Diversity, equality or inclusivity, the bigger issue today.
I don't think it's just an issue, it's a clarion call. Let's smell the coffee. Without DEI, Rotary is headed nowhere.
A project you will continue to work on even after your year. Only one project.
Or the name of this project is called REEF, REEF, Rotary Environment Endowment Fund, which will be a fund set up to finance environmental science curriculum studies. And we are setting up this environmental science curriculum in a big way already.
If you could change one thing about Rotary, what would it be?
It's red tapeism and officialdom, including having a district governor being foisted on all the clubs. But I guess as the organization grows, a little bit of structuring is vital and necessary.
If you were on a Rotary time machine and you had a chance to either go back to the past or fast forward to the future, what would you do and why?
I would like to go back because I believe the values were much stronger in our past days than they are today, and more in sync with what Rotary ideals are.
The other side of Sandip Agarwalla no one knows.
Oh, I love cooking, especially Bengali cholar dal, aloo dom and luchi.
Wonderful. So this was really something we did not know. That brings me to a new question. Whom would you like to share this specially cooked meal with, other than you and Malini? Invite 4 Rotarians to your table.
Since you've put a condition of Rotarians, it will have to be my father, Santosh Kumar Agarwalla, Paul Harris, Arch Clump, and Herbert.
Take your pick. Sandip the father or Sandip the granddad?
Has to be my grandchildren, but I dote on my 2 children too.
Environment or development?
A balance of both.
And the last question on this rapid fire, Rotary Club of Bombay or Rotary District 3141?
You're not going to get away that easy. So I owe everything to the Rotary Club of Bombay. I am what I am because of my club. But at the same time, I'm very grateful to our District 3141 because it affords me a higher platform to serve. And without the support of the Rotarians of the Rotary District 3141, I would be nothing.
So friends, that's all from us, and you can take your pick on what Sandip answered for the last question. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alpha DG Sandip with thunderous applause.
Good evening. Alpha President KV Premraj and Ranjini, past Rotary International Director and TRF Trustee Bharat Pandya and Madhavi. Alpha Honorary Secretary Ajay Jain, past District Governors, the very stylish Praful Sharma and Vidyotama. My district mentor, Shashi Sharma. Dashing and debonair DG and Chetan Desai and Jwala, Lata Subredu, AG Sanjay Bade, Assistant Trainer Milind Patil, Alpha Team Officers from your club Rotarians, Vinay Vyas, Ashish Tapiawala, the Centurion Manish Gyani, and he knows why I'm saying this, he's disappeared, but he knows why, he's a double Centurion actually, and he'll tell you why later. Sergeant and Avenue Chair Mona Gyani, Sergeant at Arms and Avenue Chair Mona Gyani, Avenue Co-Chairs Viren Jetwa, Ketal Tapiawala, Ruma Desai, Mandar Narkar, Mayank Desai, Dharamji Shinde, Ashwin Gala, Hemant Asher, Rajal Pathak. Other Team Alpha officers present today, Chief Coordinator Rajendra Unnikrishnan, Principal Aide Virendra Vij, Avenue Chair Ashwi Parekh, Avenue Chair Rakhi Sunil, Chief Sergeant at Arms Vinod Thakkar, Alpha Presidents from other club Rakesh Shah, Pankaj Jaiswal. Major Donor Level 4, Mona and Manish Gyani, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, family of Premraj and Ranjini, ladies and gentlemen. We are 1.2 million neighbors, friends, and community leaders who come together to create positive, lasting change in our communities and around the world. Our differing occupations, cultures, and countries give us a unique perspective. Our shared passion for service helps us accomplish the remarkable. Our impact starts with our members, who, people like you, work tirelessly with their clubs to solve some of our community's toughest challenges. Their efforts are supported by Rotary International, our member association, and the Rotary Foundation. Rotary is led by our members, who are responsible leaders who help to carry forward our organization's missions and values in the elected role. President Yashwant Gujran, fantastic work in the most challenging times. Yashwant, where are you? Congratulations, and really well done. I remember our car ride together. You have a lot of unfinished work, so stay connected and come back to Rotary at the district level to take on what you had left off. We are two great RCBs, the Rotary Club of Borivali and the Rotary Club of Bombay. Many years ago, a few years after I had started business, I was also in the business of importing marble. We used to warehouse the gigantic slabs of this marble in the open and a third-party warehouse. Now, imported marble slabs are very big in size, and it was not until much later, when I started mechanized mining of marble in India for the first time, that we started producing similar sizes in India as well. Therefore, there were only a few gangs of highly skilled and trained labor who could manually handle the loading, unloading, and shifting of these large but very expensive imported slabs. The owner of the warehouse was a congenial and soft-spoken gentleman, and I had been warehousing with them for over 2 years, when his young son also started tending to the business affairs. He came across as brash and arrogant, but it didn't matter to me as long as I hardly interacted with him on a daily basis. One morning, my warehouse manager called me in a state of panic. Our entire stock of approximately 1 lakh square feet of imported marble had been shifted overnight from one part of the warehouse to another without our permission. This was fraught with consequences, as inexpert handling of these slabs would easily result in the slabs getting cracked, chipped, or damaged, thereby rendering that slab worthless. I rushed to the warehouse and first inspected my stocks. It seemed prima facie intact, but I was furious that this had been done without our knowledge. And let me tell you, I was not the young man at the HDFC Bank. Huh? The young owner, now in charge of the business, was not one bit apologetic and in fact told me, do what you want. Of course, not wanting to take any more chances, I shifted my entire stock within the week to another warehouse. 3 years later, I went to the Tirupati temple with my family and proffered a donation. Back ensconced in my office, my secretary brought me a business card in which the name of the previous owner, the elder gentleman, of the warehouse was written. I immediately asked him to be ushered in. He then veered to the topic of that unsavory incident in which they had shifted my marble stock. He says that he had shifted to Canada to stay with his daughters. And when he talked about that unsavory incident, I said, yes, I remember that. He then took out a packet wrapped in an old newspaper which had a reasonably large amount of currency notes. He said that night when the stocks were shifted around, his son had misappropriated about 2,000 square feet of the imported marble, and he was very sorry and shameful about the same. He hoped that this money which he now handed over was fair compensation for my loss. I was gobsmacked and stunned, as I had not only missed that quantity in my warehouse's keeper's report, but was completely unaware of my loss. Then I remembered that just 3 days ago, it was the exact amount I had donated to the Lord. Temple monies are usually used to carry out charitable activities for the poor. My hair stood on edge, and I, instead of berating the man, thanked him profusely. That's why it is said, what goes around comes around. Inspiring leadership comes not just from decision-making and strategy. It comes from risk-taking, going against the grain, often when you're driven by a higher cause, a deep care for others, or a complete conviction that you're acting for the greater good. Together, in Rotary's action plan, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, but most importantly, in ourselves. So 4 things: impact, engage, expand, and adapt. When we talk about impact, do large and impactful projects. When I'm saying do large and impactful project, it's very vital when you embark on these projects. Before that, you do a baseline survey or a need assessment. Now, once you start this project 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line, when you're into this project, you need to do an impact assessment and see where you are. Are you achieving the goals you have set out to achieve? If not, you take corrective action. And even after you've taken corrective action, you're nowhere near achieving the goals you set out to, I would say ditch that project. And I say that with purpose and intent because our resources are scarce. Our money is scarce in Rotary, our efforts are scarce, and our time is scarce. So don't be afraid to move on and take on another project, but be very focused on impactful projects. The second is expand. Expand your mind, expand your reach. Open up your minds. Now, how do you expand your reach? You expand your reach by talking about what you're doing. Great fellowship, Premraj, fantastic plans. Not enough, do even more, because that's what Rotary is all about. That's what you get as the perks of being a Rotarian. And that is one of the pillars Rotary stands on, the fellowship and the networking it affords. But we've all joined Rotary for a very single purpose, and that is to serve the community. And let's not forget that. And we are serving the community in equal measure, but even greater measure, I would say, than we enjoy ourselves. So are we telling the story to the outside world, or do they think of us only as a whining and dining club? Unless you go out and tell your story, unless you go out and blow your own trumpet to your own family members, to your own children, to your own partners, to your own parents, to your own uncles, whoever it may be, to your friends, to the community, no one will know what you're doing. Once they get to know what you're doing, there are twofold advantages. One, increased membership, 20%, maybe more. The second, you get increased funding for all your projects. So expand your reach and expand the knowledge of Rotary into your community. The third is engage. Engage all the protagonists. When I say the protagonists, I mean it's starting with your family members, whether they're young children, whether it's your partner, whether it's your parents, if you're in a joint family, whoever else there is, whether it is your own club members, whether it is the donors, whether it is the beneficiaries, whether it is the community. Engage with them. Sit on the table with them when you're planning. Talk to them. Make them participate in every single step you're taking. When you have new members, engage them. Manage their expectations. Ask them what they expect of the club. And tell them what you can offer. Because if you don't communicate or engage them, it'll result in disaster. And active engagement on all fronts will get you a tremendous buy-in from every constituent I have just named. So engage all the protagonists you come across Rotary. Adapt. By adapt, we mean retooling and reinventing yourself. 2 years ago, when COVID hit us, 3 months into the crisis, we all thought, is this the beginning of the end of Rotary? Are we going to continue as Rotarians? And then what happened? The magic word Zoom. Virtual meetings. We had virtual meetings, but Zoom really popularized it and made it simple. And that, my friend, is what reinventing is. Because we did fellowships over Zoom. Who thought you could do a fellowship over Zoom? Who thought you could do business meetings and Rotary meetings over Zoom? Yet, the level of service we had in that year of COVID was amongst the highest we've done in terms of money spent across all these years we have. And only because we were prepared to open our minds and embrace the future. So when I'm talking about reinventing and readapting, embrace the future. Look at tomorrow's technology and look at tomorrow's practices. Don't dwell on the past. Don't say, oh, this is a precedence in our club. This was done 10 years ago like this and we will do it like. You have to appeal to the next gen. And unless you appeal to the next gen, I'm not talking to you about DEI for lack of time, but that's a part of expansion also. Unless you expand your minds and open your minds to accepting diversity in a club. And I don't mean diversity in just gender or age or profession or vocation or religion. I mean diversity in ability or disability, in sexual orientation, in sexual preferences, everything. Remember, most of us, our children think very differently from us. And you have to start appealing to them. So remember, don't be afraid to take risks or fail. Because if you fail to try, you are trying to fail. Be goal-oriented, like Bharat said. But most importantly, look for CSR funding. Because that is the single most feature which is going to take Rotary galloping ahead in India. India is uniquely poised. No other country in the world has this mandated spending by the government of your profits. They have to spend it. If you have a good connect, you will get that money provided you have a good project and well presented. They're not doing you a favor. It's just your connection. If you don't want to do it, we will help you curate a project. We have ready-made projects which you will implement at the club level, not at the district level, but even your projects we will frame for you so that you can make a good presentation to us. All we need is a connect. So approach your friends, your connections within the club, outside the club for CSR. You are living in a thriving business community. You could not be in better position than anyone else to exploit the CSR. So CSR, once you exploit CSR, leave it to us to find ways, Bharat, how to kill two birds with one stone, including TRF. We will do that, okay? And at no cost to the annual fund. I promise you, we will take good care of that. So we have curated various projects which are uploaded on the Alpha app under special focus areas. Please do have a look. If you want a hard copy of the special focus areas, one of the chief coordinators will make it available to you. And we are waiting, the CSR team, the TRF team is waiting to help you. Urge you to commit at least doing 3 such projects, either singly or jointly. I love the thrust, Prem, on public image. Not only what you said you would do in public relations, but even things like cricket matches and whatever else you do is a huge boost to public image. And it's so vital and it fits in beautifully with our expand policy. So go for it. The membership leaking bucket syndrome is very, very important. I was yesterday at another club, which is a 100+ club, and they had 100% retention last year. That is absolutely staggering, and that is what I want you to achieve, Prem. 20% target is one thing, but 100% retention is the goal you must go for. 4 dates to remember: the Monsoon Fete or the Nashik Fellowship, 13th to 15th August. I believe there's a slight clash with one of your fellowships. Not saying you have to, but if you can adjust it, it would be great because you'd love your participation. We're launching the first wine society of 3141 at this Monsoon Fellowship, and visits of vineyards, etc. The Alpha District Conference, Polaris in Taj, Goa, between 25th to 27th February 2023. Great speakers, very limited speakers, but really from the top echelons. We will be drawing the speakers. Fantastic entertainment program. The first night's entertainment program is already fixed. We have Shujat Khan, the illustrious son of Ustad Vilayat Khan, probably the finest sitarist in the country today, Shujat is. And he also sings beautifully, Sufi songs, ghazals, and film songs, very well known. Followed by a fashion show by India's topmost fashion designer and the costume designer for all of Sanjay Leela Bansali's films, Anju Modi. The second night's entertainment is still being planned. Lots of fellowship, lots of fun for partners and young children. And we have great packages available prior and after the conference at the Taj Goa at unbelievable rates. So come take advantage. 600 fully sold places already. We still have a few rooms left at the Taj. Otherwise, we'll be moving you to nearby hotels, and come and take advantage of that. So you are, the third date is dinner with Jennifer Jones in person, the first ever lady president of Rotary International at Pune on 22nd July. Here's your chance to meet her face to face. Again, all the links are available with your president. If president needs help, you can contact the chief coordinators, whether it's the Monsoon Fete, whether it's the Polaris, whether it's dinner with Jennifer Jones, or in fact, whether it's the May 2023 Rotary International Convention in Melbourne. We already have over 100 registrations, Bharat. And we're counting on more. We want to go as a big group. I promise you, if we are a group of 200, we will have our own dinner or lunch at the convention and be the envy of everyone. We will sit together and make the loudest noise for India and Bharat when he comes on stage. So, links available, booking still available. The earlier you book, the better and closer proximity hotels you get to the venue. So do that. Those of you who've never been to an RI convention, it's an amazing experience. It's an unbelievable experience. You expect 20 to 25,000 conservatively, people there from all over the world in a great spirit of camaraderie and bonhomie. For those of you who've been there, already you know, Tokyo and Seoul had 44,000 participants, so you know what the scale is. So you are, my dear Alpha President Prem, the leader and the inspiration everybody's looking up to. Think big, do big, and don't be afraid to fail. Change perceptions of others and yourself. Let nothing deter you. Practice leadership through compassion. And while serving the community, don't forget to enjoy yourself. The Alpha Year belongs to the family of Rotary and involve all your Rotarians together with their families in everything you do. I wish the members of your club and you all success, and may you revel in each other's company and camaraderie while you scale the heights you have set out to achieve. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Sandip. That was inspiring. We will ensure that we live up to our commitments. And talking about that, I saw your work ethics when we were in Hyderabad. I was pretty impressed, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And when we talk about Hyderabad, I also need to acknowledge and thank our past district governor, Shashi Sharma, for having invited me there, because he's the one when, during his tenure, he had given me the break in the GML, which ensured that I do all these interviews. Thank you, sir. And now we move on to the secretarial announcements. Ajay, can you come up, please?
Good evening, friends. We have our next meeting on 15th July. The speaker will be Maria D. Vera. The regular meeting will be on 29th of July. Club picnic is scheduled on 13th and 14th of August at Dani Resort, Wada. And today's attendances, district dignitaries are 20, guests 25, club members and spouse 65, total 110. Thank you.
Can I have President-elect Rashmikant Sanghvi come for the vote of thanks, please?
Today's chief guest, Alpha DG Sandip Agarwalla ji, AG Sandeep Barade ji, DS Nimish Goyal ji, district dignitaries, invited guests and fellow Rotarian. Good evening all of you. I feel honored to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Rotary Club of Borivali. We are grateful to our DG Sandip Agarwalla for sparing his valuable time and also for encouraging and inspiring speech, which will definitely motivate us to do more remarkable projects during Alpha year under your leadership. We would like to express our gratitude to RI TRF trustee, our own, Dr. Bharat Pandya. Thank you for your blessings and fabulous speech. Saral and Soumya, PDG, Praful Sharma ji, and smiling and smart DGN, Chetan Desai. Please accept our wholehearted gratitudes. Thank you, IPP Yaswant Gujran, for eventful dream year. Thank you, President Premraj, for outlining your plans and briefing about projects. Your enthusiasm could be visualized in your speech. We would also like to thank DS Nimil Gohil, AG Ajay Burde, all district dignitaries, district officers, past governors, senior Rotarians, co-presidents for their presence in today's event. We are also thankful to Avenue Chair RCC Manish Gyani for welcome speech and Secretary Ajay Jain for secretarial announcement. We are also thankful to Siddharth Harish Davda and Mansi Harish Davda for their valuable services. We are also thankful to all the members who worked behind the scenes to make this event a grand success. We are also thankful to 3 new Paul Harris Society members, Dr. Dharmaji Sinde, Rotarian Ashok Osha, and Rotarian Rakesh Seth. Big thanks to each one of you for making this event a memorable one for all of us. Thanks once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmikant. This meeting is adjourned. Please join us for dinner. Thank you. Team members, please come forward for a group photograph with the DG. Yeah. Please. Sandip.
Fuck you, any mom, any sister, any job, any broke ass car, and that's just your car.